Hello, welcome to our new channel where we will be cleaning and diagnosing and hopefully fixing some electronics. Today I have this Wii that we got off Offerup. It is pretty filthy. It's missing a few components that I could tell from the outside already. Some screws are missing, and it's missing this little battery here. And it's super dusty, as you can tell. So I'm really eager to open it up and see what it looks like on the inside. And it also came with this remote, which is also super disgusting. We got lucky and the guy left his batteries in there, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty gnarly. So let's go ahead and start opening it up. We have a little screwdriver here, and we're gonna need a few different types of tips for him. We need a specific Y one. It's like it's kind of shaped like a Y. That's what the Wii's use. And then also a little Phillips. I like to start on the top just because, well, you know, it's the top. So the top, the first part is this little black cover, and he takes the Phillips screws right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those out of there, and I'll just set them all in their own little locations. Oops. So as not to lose them. Okay. Ignore that. I shouldn't. It's my sweetheart messaging me. But I'm sure he's gonna understand. So it seems like it's stuck on here a little bit. So I'm gonna use this guy to like pry him up. Okay, so that's good. And he actually, this little guy kind of clips over here in a few different spots. So we're just gonna kind of wiggle him out, and then he goes under the faceplate as well. So now he's out. We're gonna turn him over. Oops. Look at how dusty it is under there. And you can see how much more dusty it is under this whole guy. Alright, so now we got that open, and we have two of the Phillips screws, which we gotta get those out. And we're gonna switch over to our Y screwdriver for these two screws. Okay, so we'll just lay him down on his side here now, and I got some tweezers to help me out with this job. I don't really like these. Let's see these. Alright, these look good. Okay, so we're gonna use these. They're gonna help us quite a bit. So we're missing a screw and a sticker right here in this area, but the one on the lower portion is still there. Console has some rubber pads here that hide other screws. So typically from this side we would have 4 screws coming out. However, since this man's missing, oh man, that's not good. Alright, well, we have hot glue, so we can fix that. But it's pretty old. You know, these are old consoles generally speaking. They're like, you know, early 2000s. And so 4 screws, but we only have 3. And we're gonna go ahead and pull them out. They are all Y screws. There should be 2 of these darker colored screws, and 2 of these that I'm gonna pull out of here, which are a silver However, I'm going to use this screwdriver because they're kind of deep in there, and I've come across this problem quite a few times where it just doesn't fit. Tweezers again, and we're going to pull off, make sure you guys can see here. Yeah, we're going to pull off 3 stickers. So this one, and this one. We're going to pull those off, and underneath them they should have screws. Our head back over to the Phillips, and we got 3. We have this tiny little one, which is like the last connection for the faceplate here. Come on. And we're gonna use our tweezers to help get him because he's always difficult. Always difficult. All right, got him out. You out. Come on, one more. Alright, now we have full access. So we'll go ahead and set our tools aside here. Now we can take off the faceplate. So he just kind of comes out. Ooh, look at that. Not too bad. I can take these up and so we can get the buttons. Because on this particular one, the eject button does not press. So I'm assuming that, well, as you can see here, it's bent. It's not supposed to be bent. You can see that it has been bent. I don't know if we can straighten it out without breaking it. Well, I guess we can try. And these are perfectly straight, so that's good. All the other ones. But eject button on this one, bent. We'll have to figure out why. To disconnect him, we just have to pull this little clip out, which is kind of hard. Oh, like I said, hallelujah. Okay. Oh, look at the wrist strap on this thing. So sick. Okay. Moving on. We're going to flip him back over. And we're going to wiggle this guy right on off. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, look at this. Something just fell out. That's lovely. It looks completely broken. So, well, let me smooth that guy because he's distracting my fingers. Okay. Come on. Shimmy, shimmy. Alright, the moment of truth. Ooh, look at that dust line. Yummy. So we're going to wash that. Look at all that. That's where the fan gets covered. And then this guy, super filthy. See that? So we'll be cleaning those off. Set those aside for now. I'm going to take off this metal plate. Sometimes this comes off with the plastic part that I just pulled off, which is nice when it does because it's a little easier. Sometimes it's stuck down for some reason, which it doesn't even need to be. Okay, got it off. Oh, disc in there. Yeah, I knew this just was in there, but like I said, since the eject button was broken, I couldn't even pull it out. So, I wonder if it's only that needs to be fixed. Because I'm looking at it and it's pressing. I'm pressing it with the end of the tweezers and the button presses from the inside this little button here. So it does press down. So that might be the only problem it really has, other than that and it being extremely filthy. So now I think it's time to take this guy off real quick. And for that, I'm going to Phillips head, which we have. And we're going to pull the disk drive off real quick. So we're just gonna wiggle the disk drive right off of there. And then underneath the disk drive, we have two little connections. And I found it's easiest to pull this guy off first. And really, you don't even need very much like force or anything, just a few wiggles. I just set it down now. Okay. And he pulls out. And this one, it just flips up this little, I don't know if you could see, so let me use these. Just flips up this little brown part. I have to use my fingernail. And pull this down out. And that's the ribbon cable. And move on to the next step, which is removing this antenna. Come on. Come on. Okay. And he kind of connects all the way around here. Help it go through like that. And most of them I get, they're not even stuck down anymore, so this is kind of strange, especially since the stickers on this one were so not even sticky. Okay, so there's that guy, he's off. And then this one, he has like some clips on this side, so you have to move these pieces like over as you're pulling it up. So what I like to do is put the tweezers in the middle of it and try to like open it while I pull. It's always harder to do stuff at an angle, you know, but there we go. He's out and he's beautiful. Nothing's wrong with him except for a little dust straggler there. Okay, so we're gonna move him over here and just set those aside. Now we can get the rest of this stuff off. Let's take off the fan, actually. This is the fan. Let's look at how dirty he is. He's super filthy, like just super crusty. Like he's just scratched some of that right off. It's just disgusting. So let's go ahead and pull the fan off. Pull him out, wiggle him out. Come on. Okay. He's off and his little metal friend came with him. Awesome. I love when that happens. Oh, stay. I don't want to lose track of you. Alright. It's really easy to lose track of things, you know, especially when... Now we're going to get in here and screw this down. Do that guy out. I think there's just those two. Maybe that. Oh, awesome. Okay, so he's wiggling out. I don't know what is holding him down right here. But... Sir? What are you stuck on? Oh. Serves me right. I forgot to take out this little screw here in the center. And I want to kind of put him in a separate spot so I don't lose him. Because, come on, man. He doesn't like me. Come to mama. Alright, operation time. Operation. Alright. So we'll set him over here on the side. Okay, take out that guy now. Woohoo, he actually came out. And his little metal man came with him. So we'll set that over here, I guess. And now to take off this part, there are like a bunch of screws, okay? I believe there's like 13 plus 2 that are a little longer that go here and here. These two are like by the ports. But there should be 13 of his smaller buddies. So let's see, one. Whoop. Oh, you know what? It's because I forgot to take this guy off. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. You gotta take off all the little black covers before everything else. And I am just on a roll over here with these 13 screws that I'm not even gonna have all of them because some might be covered by this guy. And this one has that side nut, which it's a little double, I'll tell you. Let me get him out and I'll show you. It's pinched in there. Okay. There he is. This little side nut, he goes in here. And this little screw screws into him for that little clock piece that's missing right here, the battery. But I always lose it. And it's crazy. Oh, there, I lost it. Because sometimes I don't even ever see him to begin with. So we're going to set him aside so we don't lose it again. Put that this metal shield off. Be careful because this guy's still attached. Okay. So you're gonna push him through, push this guy through, and voila! He's got some sticky thermal paste, thermal putty, whatever. Yummy. Very dusty. Set him right there. And then we got all this exposed. Look at all this circuitry. Pretty awesome. So in order to get him up, we have to unscrew these 4 screws that are in the heat shield here. Heat sink. Heat sink. Oh Lord. Please don't judge me. That is off. That's the motherboard. The enchilada. The full enchilada. And we have the last 2 final pieces, which this just kind of pops out. And here we go. Ooh, look at that. Got like a spider's nest. Itty bitty spider. And now it's time to do our cleaning. Alright, so now we're going to begin the cleaning portion of our video. We've got everything all apart. Let me just pull some gloves on. I wanted to show you guys this thing real quick before I cleaned it. I don't know how well you can see, but it's just like a cobweb or something. That was pretty gnarly. So I'm going to clean off all these little elements here, and we're going to get back to putting our way back together. I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol in a little dish here. I'm going to get all this crap off. Remember, I still have my screws in this, so I think there's a couple. Oh no, maybe not. It's probably the other one. Well, hopefully they're all present and accounted for. This is a newer hobby of mine, so I might not know exactly what everything is called yet, and I might embarrass myself, that's fine. You know, might not do things in a traditional way, or, you know, however the case may be. But I enjoy doing it. It's kind of fun. It's kind of relaxing. Like, it helps my anxiety. I don't know if that's something that I struggle with, but I can make little things seem like really big things sometimes. It's really hard to overcome it, especially without like the support of friends, family. You know, religion helps. Faith, having faith that there's something bigger than yourself out there. Basically, you know, watching over you and making sure that you're safe. Because that's all it is. It's really just that we want to feel secure and safe. And the present world, whew, that is not an easy. That's not an easy thing. So we're all just kind of managing, and you know, we need to try to be there for each other as people, as our fellow humans, our fellow human beings. Kidney beans, lima beans, green beans. But the best are the human beings. My little screw's hanging on for dear life there. I'm like, please, don't let me fall. I will get lost. Well, we're just gonna give it a best shot, aren't we? We're gonna give it a run for the money, 2 for the show. And 3 to get ready and 4 to go. Oh man, he fell. Is that you? No. No, it's not. It's them. Alright. Somebody made this, you know? Like a person designed this. A human, right? Or did a computer? I mean, I really don't know. But it is amazing. It really, it's like mind-bending. Like, how? But how? How does this and this do this? And I'm like, I've been trying to read books on electronics and electricity and stuff. And my other screw just left. But yeah, it's still, I mean, some people are just intelligent. I'm like, wow, it's definitely like a God-given ability or something for these people to be able to make such awesome stuff. Look at that. A lot better now though. And I really feel like we got the majority of the gunk off of this guy, and he is looking ready for action to go back where he wants to be, in his little spot here. So we're gonna set him aside. That's why I have the plate, because I knew I would end up having a spillage, and the plate will save the day. Like I said, I got this off of Offerup, so it's bound to be just whatever. Guys said he didn't even know if it worked. Which, it does turn on. It does have power. Obvious working capabilities. However, what the heck is this? I don't know if you guys can see this, but what the heck? I'm just gonna scrape it off, whatever it is. It's nasty. It's like some kind of paint. Alright, so we're back and things are cleaned up now. I've just connected this little fan and put the motherboard back on. Screwed the screw back into the heatsink. And now let's get back on track of where we're supposed to be next. So next we're going to put on this guy. He protects the motherboard from the other elements. We're going to put these back through. And then he just kind of slides over these metal parts. Button there, this little button there, and just gonna wiggle him on into his space where he goes. So, if you recall, they were all about the same size except for two that were longer, which is going to be this one here, which is an X-type one, and they go over here by the ports. And we have to screw all these in first, because some of these will be covered and, oh my goodness, impossible to get to with the other items in place. These little fellas back in their spots. Might as well just use the tweezers because it seems like I'm not really... This isn't quite over enough, huh? Loosen this real quick. Let's see if we can't scooch him over just a tad more, where it sits a little better, because there we go. I feel like it wasn't quite sitting how it should have been. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put all these guys into their spots. And again, perseverance, you know, it's key to anything. Okay, so it looks like these three are our ultimate screws. Yeah, because that guy gets screwed in on one of our plastic pieces. So that must be where the other guys are coming from too. And this fella here, need the other one for the center, it actually has to be screwed down through the other piece, so we're gonna wait on that one. Okay, let's just screw all these guys in before we get frustrated with ourselves. So all those guys are there, and I just realized that we didn't put this guy underneath, which would help, right? Because this other metal piece, this cover, helps hold him where he needs to be. So let's go ahead and see if we can somehow scoop him under there. So now we can go ahead and attach these pieces back, which are awesome pieces that we already dusted off, and we're going to put back where they go. The screws should already be attached. Still in their little spots. If they're not, they're floating around here. This one fit right here. Yeah, so this one, this screw does go right here. So let's go ahead and put that in real quick before we lose it, because it seems I already have my center screw right there, which is what I was worried about, because I didn't want to be missing out on any screws. But it looks like I just had to make sure I had specific things where they needed to be first. So let's go ahead and make sure that nothing is in the way here, so that these can be screwed in. And this kind of clips in over here, which we want to make sure that these wires are not getting pinched, but rather kind of like going through the little space. It's a little space, okay. And now we can screw in these. This one just has 3. And this is where we're gonna plop this tiny little nut back into his spot. This little nut is crazy, I'll tell you, he's a nut. He's gotta get in to there. I've lost quite a few of these and didn't even notice. So, oh my goodness. You see? Everybody kind of back in order. We want to tape this guy back up so he's not hanging about. Okay. Put him back through and around. Come on. I'm gonna go over this, through this little gap right here. That's for it. And this tape is supposed to stick down over it, but I don't know if it has lost all of its stickiness in the process. And it seems it has, honestly. It wasn't really sticky to begin with. With it being so old, it's really not a surprise. So, let's get this guy around here. Have all these awesome little spots that kind of just hold the wiring in, making it less in the way, and that's awesome. Hit him on the inside, and okay. Now they're all out of the way. So now we can attach our fan again. And connect the ribbon cable first. You just flip up this little brown piece with your fingernail and pop the ribbon cable underneath so that he's touching. Oh my goodness, if I can get the right angle here, that would be really nice. Alright, so it's in there, it's not really moving anywhere, and we're going to flip that down to hold it. And then this, it's going to just connect right back in where he came out of. It seems like it's got a good connection going there. Alright. Oh, don't do that. Okay. Now get the little rubber feet are moving. Let's make sure they're flush in there. I think that we should apply, we should connect our power do a test run and make sure that it's still turning on and working properly, because it was. Okay, so I just want to make sure I didn't break anything or mess anything up. I have a red light of power. I'm going to turn it on. Sounds nice. Okay, let's try this disc that was trapped in it before. Come on. If I could pick the dang thing up. Alright. Okay, it gets in. Let's see if we can eject it. It spins, that's good. Hear the fan blowing nice and strong. Yeah, it's moving. Okay, I'm gonna eject it. Awesome, working. Okay, so disk drive seems to be working fine. Lee's powering on. We'll test it with the TV once I get it all completely back together. Ready for screwing in. So we're gonna set them aside for now. We're gonna work on this faceplate here. This faceplate needs some LOVE, and we gotta see if we can fix that eject button there. So faceplate only has these 3 Phillips itty bitty screws. They're not actually that small. I've seen way smaller, so that's nice. Okay, so get my rusty trusted tweezers over here. We're gonna lift this guy out now that he's unscrewed, and the eject button is stuck in there because he's so bent. So you see how bent he is? This part's supposed to be straight. It's supposed to poke that button that we need it to poke, and it looks like it's straightening, but I mean, that looks pretty straight now. I don't know how easy it is to bend though, and it's pretty wild that somebody was just able to bend it like that. It's like they were pressing it really hard. So we're gonna wash them up. They're really dirty. Set all the buttons in here. Alright, so now we have all of our little components cleaned up, and we're just going to go ahead and get them back in there and ready to go. faceplate is back and ready for action. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put them back together. So we're gonna reattach our faceplate to our Wii. We're gonna make sure that everything goes where it's supposed to, and nothing gets, oh, see that? We gotta plug him back in. Details, details. Just gonna wiggle this guy. And this one's not sticky at all because all the sticky ripped off of it. But we have our hot glue gun here, so I'll just put a little pad of glue on there. Yep, real nice and stringy for us. And unplug that right away so it doesn't stay hot. Oh, and press this guy down before. You see here? I'm jumping ahead of myself here. I gotta get these screws back in their spots first. Our Wii is back together. Looking better than ever. Better than he has in years and years, I'm sure, at least. Many, many years. Got a little extra leftover dust anywhere. Make sure that's all gone. These are looking a lot better. I don't know if you could see. Not 100%, but hey, for what we have. Oh. Perfect. Nice and secure. All right. This Wii is ready for action. Now, for the moment of truth, we're going to go ahead and see. We can plug in some power, turn them on and play them. And then for the next video, we will get that controller going. Oh, it's already turning on. That's good news. All right. Let's plug in a sensor bar. Okay, we got them all plugged in and ready to go, and he's already on. So let's turn on the TV and see what we have. Hopefully it's on the right source. Okay. Awesome. So we're gonna have to sync up a remote that works to it. So we have our OG remote here. This is our tester. And we're gonna open up this part, open up the back of the Wii, and go ahead and press both of the red buttons at the same time, the sync buttons, and then we should have a remote that works with our Wii. So the Wii is turning on. Let me go ahead and get a view of that. The Wii is on. The Wii is alive. So now we're going to let's use this Harry Potter game here and insert the disc. See if it appears up there on the screen. So if it does, we are good to go. And then, system update. Okay, well we have to do a system update. So let's do that. I have to hold the... Let's just take out the disc for now.